Hello everyone and namaste. My name is Summer, so today we're going to read From Letter to Basketball Shoes. Let's read. I love my basketball shoes. How were they made? Let's read to find out. First, a machine cuts the letter. Rolls of letter are sent to a factory. A machine cuts out shapes in the letter like a cookie cutter. The shapes will form the upper of the shoe. Look, shoes will start from a letter. That's why shoes were made like that from workers. Then the pieces are stitched together. A worker uses a big sewing machine to stitch the pieces together. A machine punches holes for the laces, then the tongue tags and logos are added. When the pieces are stitched together, the workers add tags and logos. That's why it can make the shoe more popular. Next, the shoe is stretched over a last. A last looks like a foot made out of plastic, wood, or metal. Every shoe size and style has different last. A worker stretches the upper over the last. The last gives the shoe its shape. They look like that, but different sizes from a shoe have different styles. A mold forms the midsole. The midsole is the soft cushion your foot rests on. The tiny foam pieces are placed in a mold. The pieces are heated and pressed to make the right shape. When this is the mold, they heat it up to make the right shape, and they put the shoe. The outsole is formed. The outsole is the bottom of the shoe. It is the part that leaves footprints. Workers pour rubber into a mold. The rubber takes the form the mold as it hardens. Look, the workers make outsole to make the shoe harder so it'll be easier to wear shoes. Then the shoe is glued together. First, the midsole and outsole are glued together. Next, the finished sole is glued to the upper. The bottom of the upper is rubbed to help the glue stick. A worker presses the sole to the upper of the shoe. So when the shoe is done, they put pieces together and they glue it. The shoe is heated. The shoe is heated to make the glue sticky. A machine presses the sole and the upper together. So when you heat up something you stick from glue, it can make it more stickier. Workers add the insole and laces. A worker adds a foam inside the shoe. Another worker adds, then the left and right shoes are matched. Two workers work together to make two shoes in pairs. Finally, the shoes are checked. A worker checks that shoes were put together perfectly. Then the shoes are wrapped in tissue paper and placed in a box. Finally, they are sent to stores. They are ready for you. Try it on. When they are ready, they send to stores to check it first. The end. Subscribe and like for the next video. Goodbye, everybody.